Hello, how are you guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How are you guys? As you see, I have my ring light in the background. As you can see, trying to add some brightness in my room. How are you guys? But let's talk about it. Some gossip. Thought this was a little fitting that I kept this thumbnail here. Yes, it's Sunday, but a lot of people are still talking about it. Yes, people are still talking about the TNA AMC debut. A lot of people are upset and disappointed. YouTube, yes, they are disappointed on the way that things transpired. They felt like this was their debut. What are they doing? Give me 1 second. I don't even think I have my light on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so no, I should have better lighting. What the heck? Alright, because I want to talk. But, yes, a lot of people were disappointed. They are saying, some sources are saying that executives from AMC are happy with the results, the people that were there live. I guess allegedly, let's talk about it, there were some free tickets being given. I don't really want to talk about that in a negative way because a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that to get butts in the seats. I mean, let's be real. A lot of people are not buying, whatchamacallit. A lot of people are not buying wrestling tickets, especially with this climate that's going on. I mean, it's a recession. I mean, let's be real. Honestly, it's almost a recession at this point. Okay, so I do have a view, and sorry, I have to look at the camera. Okay, so what do we have? How are you today, Anthony? I'm sorry. Do you mean that Alicia Keys will be part of Hell's Kitchen? Or are you saying that Alicia Keys is part of Hell's Kitchen? Because I know her as a singer. Is she a host of the show now? I know she's a singer. I didn't know she was doing Hell's Kitchen. I thought that was a cooking show. Or is that a restaurant? But let's talk about it with the Leon Slater missing the TNA debut. That did rub a lot of people the wrong way. Basically showing how he couldn't make it to the TNA events. But the WWE ones, he made sure he made it. Again, visa issues is what's being reported. I will say this, again, if anyone needs to be upset, it has to be blame at TNA. I mean, they're the ones that allowed him to go to WWE, even though he couldn't show up for TNA that week. I mean, they approved him to go. So, yeah, it kind of makes TNA look like the back burner since he wasn't there for their big debut, but he was there for SmackDown, but it is what it is. I do hope he has a bright future. I do want to see him shine. I wish the Cruiserweight Championship was still a thing. Man, he would have killed it as that. The purple belt, he would have killed that. Oh, that would have matched him with the purple bandana he wears. I mean, that would have been perfect for him. I do like the smaller wrestlers like him, so he is right up my alley. Okay, so let's talk more about TNA. The Perez Hilton, a lot of people were saying it was a lot of C-list people. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think there were a lot of C-list people? I guess Perez Hilton, I don't really read the blog sites anymore. So I really don't know anything about how he's standing in the gossip community. I don't know. Is that the community he's part of? Is he a social media activist? I'm not sure. I don't know the last time I heard his name. I thought he had a blog the last time. But again, things have changed. There's no longer magazines being sold or people going on blogs. Instagram, the Shade Room. That's mostly where people get their gossip on social media. Oh, it's a musician. It's a musical. Oh, okay. Is this like a Broadway that she's doing? Kind of like Candy from Escape? Is this something that Alicia Keys is doing? I mean, she does have a nice voice. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that she was doing things like that. Good for her. She's going on tour on a musical. So is this like a Broadway show or is this like a new album she's doing? But again, musical sounds like Broadway. Okay. Okay, almost done. Joe Hendry, let's talk about Genesis. Joe Hendry did show up, so I will give them props that they did have him show up to TNA after getting signed to WWE. Because if you notice, Jordan Grace hasn't been back since she got signed to WWE. But for Joe Hendry to make it back, I do feel like it was good because it did show that he didn't just leave TNA as soon as he got signed, that he did go back to the place that kind of made him, to be honest. And while he's still in NXT, it would make sense for him to still show up sometimes in TNA here and there. And, you know, it would be good for the TNA fans. I mean, yes, if they lose one of the big stars, okay, maybe if they're in NXT, they can still show up maybe once every blue moon while they're still in NXT. But I have to give props for that. The Intercontinental Champion, I don't really know anything about him. Okay, let's pull up these TNA Genesis results. Mike Santana, what do we think about him being champion? Mike Santana being champion, what do we think about him? Let me put this up. Let's put him on the hot seat. Mike Santana. I did like the homage from Dolph Ziggler for Shawn Michaels, if you guys didn't pick that up. So, Mike Santana is a good champion on paper. He does have the look. Frankie, I mean, he is a TNA a long time. Isn't that his whole appeal, that he's been in TNA almost like the longest out of everyone? So that being said, Mike Santana, again, he does have the star power to me. He does have the look. I don't recall him being part of AEW. I do know he was there for some time, maybe a month or so, or maybe 6 months. I don't know how long he was in AEW, but I do know he did have a little time there. It wasn't just something very brief, but look at where he is now, the champion of TNA Impact. With the debut, I hope it doesn't hurt his reign. I don't want it to be known as part of the AMC lackluster show that people are saying. Again, it was okay to me. I didn't really mind it. I wasn't really expecting much from it, to be honest. So what I saw was decent. So if you go in the mindset you're really not expecting much, you really don't get disappointed. So Mike Santana, I do like that spinning clothesline. I mean, I don't recall the finisher name, but it's a cute spinning clothesline. It reminds me of Natalya Neidhart, her signature move before she does the sharpshooter. Doesn't she do something similar, the spinning clothesline, and then she does the sharpshooter? So again, Mike Santana's finisher kind of reminds me of Natalya's signature move before she does the sharpshooter. Not a diss, not a dig, just an observation. Okay. Let's get some pay-per-view results real fast. Again, some people said the pay-per-view was okay. Some people did like it. Genesis, a lot of people did not like that Stacks retain that title. Again, Stacks really I don't see the drive for him. I do see him being a heel maybe in a couple years that's on top if he makes it big in NXT, but right now I don't see the appeal. But he does look decent, I will give him that, but someone from NXT holding that belt isn't needed. The Elegance brand, remember them? They won the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship. But again, if you were watching on AMC like me on Sling TV, you can't really see. So there were a lot of commercials. But we did have a women's tag team match. Tessa and Milla Moore defeat Vicious, Vicky, and Indy Hartwell. Tessa Blanchard, I thought she was going to be part of the TNA Knockouts Championship title scene, but it looks like they're kind of keeping her away. I don't know why. Maybe because of the allegations. They're trying to introduce her to the audience slowly but surely before giving her a mega push. That's the only thing I see. AJ Francis did defeat Rich Swann. Rich Swann and Casey Navarro, then he betrayed him, and now him and Rich Swann are not getting along. So AJ Francis basically betrayed Casey Navarro for Rich Swann, but now Rich Swann and AJ Francis don't get along either. So again, I guess they will never reform. I guess they were decent as a duo. Santino, Texas, Elijah versus Mustafa Ali. Elijah, I guess, I don't know what they're doing with him, to be honest. He does get a reaction, but I don't know if they're going to push him bigger with a title reign, to be honest. But Mustafa Ali, he is getting booked well. I think he did just re-sign with TNA Impact. He did get the win. JDC, this was something major, I guess. Fandango fans, he did retire. Yes, this was his last match. Eddie Edwards did defeat JDC. Him retiring, I guess it was sad. I mean, I was a fan of his back in the day. Good for him. Let's see how old he is that he wanted to retire. Let's see how old he is. Because, oh, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking at the comments. I'm glad you were talking about TNA, their debut. Oh, yes, that was the first gossip of this gossip session. Yes, a lot of people were talking about that TNA debut, boo. They were saying that AMC, it was so much hype, honey. But, again, with the, Leon Slater situation, I don't know how to feel about that. I do believe maybe the visa issues were true, but at the same time, as TNA, the employer, why did you guys accept him to go work for WWE the same week he missed your big debut? That kind of made TNA look lackluster, boo. Okay, I couldn't make it to the TNA show. Okay, I'm fixing my issues, but you know what? I made it to the WWE show on SmackDown. I mean, yeah, they were in his city, his town, but still, it kind of made TNA look lackluster, not worth his time. He didn't make it. But the storylines, I was saying Perez Hilton, I don't know what's going on with him. I haven't heard his name in years. Maybe since high school. So I don't know if he's still relevant. Influencer online, that's the word I meant earlier. Social media influencer, I don't know what he's doing that they're bringing him. If they're that desperate, maybe they should call me. I will bring some entertainment to that show. I'm just saying, maybe I need a segment at this point. I don't know. I felt like I was watching NXT and WWE at the same time. So it's basically a mix at this point. Exactly, and I've been saying that for a couple months now, that TNA and NXT, this partnership, they're kind of losing their identity, and that's what we're saying. I felt like you was watching NXT, exactly, because I've been saying they're losing their identity a little bit. But again, TNA, clearly, I don't know if they're going to be sold to WWE at some point, but I wouldn't be surprised. They do have the red carpet for Leon Slater, so clearly when his contract ends, this year, he will be WWE bound. I mean, clearly on the posters of NXT No Mercy, Saturday night's main event, Friday night SmackDown. I mean, come on now. They got the red carpet ready for him. TNA is just like, use him, use him, use him. Use him, use him. Show him show him how great it is in WWE, so you guys can take him away, just like Jordan and Joe. I mean, it's so obvious when WWE, they like someone that they push them really hard, part of the partnership. But I'm happy for him, but it's very obvious that soon he will not be part of TNA. Dolph Ziggler, again, with the fashion. Let's talk about fashion a little bit. Dolph Ziggler in that referee outfit, I guess it was a little raunchy. I liked it. It was a little raunchy. I guess it was homage to Shawn Michaels. A lot of people compared and said that they're very similar. Again, Dolph Ziggler clearly inspired by Shawn Michaels. But at this point, he does have his own legacy. That's what we can say. About Shawn Michaels, that he has his own legacy. I was trying to see if they ever worked together. I thought I vaguely remember one segment. Okay, I think they have, yeah. But let's talk about some more TNA news real fast. I think they had some signings recently. So TNA Impact. Oh yeah, let's talk about the inspiration leaving TNA Impact right after their debut, boo. And everyone, they left the inspiration. They left TNA allegedly. They are done. That's why they lost the titles. I guess good for them that they made it to the debut era. I mean, I guess you can always say you were part of the first episode on the AMC debut show. So even though they're not going to be part of any episodes moving forward, at least they were part of it. Okay. Let's put them on the screen. The inspiration. I mean, if they go to WWE, I mean, they already have their music ready. I mean, they were playing their music recently when they made an NXT appearance. They had the Iconics theme song already playing for them in NXT. So clearly the music is already amped up and ready to go. So they could make a return to the Rumble. Isn't it the Rumble in 2 weeks? I almost forgot. It's not really being pushed that much. I do know Cody Rhodes just declared himself in the Rumble, so that's good. But again, other than that, really don't recall that much going on. Maybe we can talk some predictions. Who will show up? Again, isn't it in Saudi this year? So for the women, I know they're not going to slay with the outfits. I do like the outfits. I do like the theatrics. I like the wrestling, the attitude, the outfits as well are included in things I like in wrestling. So not really looking forward to this Rumble for the women. So I don't really know who I want to return. I don't want to see Trish Stratus in no jumpsuit. I mean, even though that's what she kind of returns in anyways. Candice Michelle, that's the only person that would make sense. That's all she wears these days for the women. Legends. But Saudi, different time zone. Isn't it going to be like at 1 p.m.? They wanted the success. I will say this was the inspiration, the Iconics. Something went wrong with their careers. I don't know. I mean, I like the Bella Twins, but I know what you mean. Are you talking about the inspirations? But I don't know what happened to their career. I think they were supposed to be bigger than what they are, to be honest. They were pushed, I thought, after they dethroned Sasha Banks and Bayley for those tag team championships. they were going to hold it and make it prestige and have a long reign and maybe a couple reigns, like 3 reigns at least, and be a tag team that's consistently part of the women's tag team division. You know, they could still be part of the women's tag team division if it would have been a success story, but something did not go right with them. Because again, I do know they had kids, but again, they got let go, and that's when they had the babies. I'm sure if they were still with WWE, they wouldn't, I don't know, I can't say they wouldn't have had kids, but they would have still been wrestling right now, part of the WWE. I mean, they could have had some good matchups. Who could they have faced? Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I mean, that could have been cute. I mean, they can return, but again, they're not that big like they were supposed to. So yeah, I mean, even at some point, they were trying to push Peyton Royce. Remember that? She was getting that solo push. I mean, no, they kind of pushed both of them at the same time. I remember I liked Billie Kay's theme song better than Peyton Royce, because Peyton Royce's theme song was like a country rock song. I was like, girl. And she was doing her little spunky little pose to her little rock. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, girl, bye. I do not like this entrance. But Miss Billie Kay, and let's be real, Peyton Royce can wrestle a little bit better than Billie Kay. But Billie Kay, her entrance, her little skirt, her little outfit, she got the package. So again, don't know what will happen. Maybe this time around, if they do return, I feel like WWE will try to push Billie Kay this time, because again, she has the spunk, the entrance, the theme music, kind of like a Kiana, who's being pushed with Julia. She kind of reminds me of her. She kind of bit her bag a little bit. She kind of bit off of her. If you think about it, she could totally be Julia's manager. I mean, again, she had a lot going on before she got let go. Even though she can't out-wrestle Peyton, she had that character work going on for her. So again, I feel like this Kiana chick who's with Julia, that could have been Billie right now, promoting the hell out of her. I mean, she could have been her mouthpiece as the U.S. Women's Champion. Oh, wow, this is so missed. This would have actually helped the mid-card title. Now I'm mad. The inspiration should pair up with the Chelsea Green. I do know they are, they are from the same country, correct? I feel like they are friends, so I do feel like that would be a nice trio. Again, that could be maybe her group. I feel like, again, if they were never let go from WWE, that could have been something. But again, we shall see. I don't know about the girl that looks like she works at Olive Garden, Alba. I felt like her, I don't want to be rude. Shit, we are gossiping, so I got to keep it real. But I felt like her partner had a little bit more spunk than her. I mean, she had the ginger hair. She had the face paint, I guess. Her, I mean, she was giving scary. I mean, the other girl was scary cute. She does give off. She could be a heel. She could. She would have been really good with the beautiful people if she was part of TNA back in the day. She could have helped the beautiful people and been an ally of theirs. She could have been a heel. I do feel like just her acting is just very good. Her acting. I mean, she's very good with acting. I like when she says, "Are you joking me?" Isn't that what she used to say back in the day? But let's also talk a little bit about some gossip about Trey Miguel. Yes, boo. They are talking about him and how he did not show up with the Rascalz last night on Collision. As we know, the Rascalz are part of AEW, and I'm still trying to understand. I'm not trying to be messy, but I'm still trying to understand what this report was trying to say about Myron Reed. There was a report saying that AEW wanted to sign him, and they had thoughts of him only signing him if he was part of the group with the Rascalz. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean they weren't going to sign him if he wasn't part of the Rascalz? Or is it they only have plans for him to be part of the group? Not sure. The way they reported it, it seems like they only signed him if they signed the other three. But I'm like, that don't make sense. He's talented on his own. But it sounds like maybe they have plans for him only part of the group. I'm assuming trios champs, who knows. But let's talk about this. Trey Miguel. They say something with traveling issues, but some people are freaking out because allegedly he's deleting he's deleting his tweets about AEW. I don't know if that's true. I mean, good for Desmond. I feel like he's going to shine. I feel like Desmond's going to shine. I feel like he could be a TNT champion. I could see Desmond being TNT, even World Heavyweight Champion. I could see Zachary being National Champion. And I could see Myron being National Champion. The two out of the Rascalz I like the most are Desmond, I'm sorry, did I call him Wesley? Desmond Xavier, that's my favorite. Again, he could be AEW champion. He's like the built one out of all of them. And then my second favorite is Myron. I do feel like he has a funky style. I did like his MLW work, and he is the underdog because a lot of people are always, let's be real, they're always talking about the three that are known for being on TV. You had Zach and Trey that killed in TNA. The TNA fans loved them. Then you had Zachary and Desmond go on to WWE and become MSK. And then you had them reunite in TNA, and then you have Myron Reed finally join them after years of not being with them. So he's always the afterthought of the group. I even see some of them even say they really didn't even have to sign him. I don't know. I have to be real. That's what some people are saying. Again, I do like him. The first one, maybe Desmond, my first pick as my favorite, and then second would be Myron. Again, sometimes it's Myron, then Desmond, but out of those two, those are my favorite. Zach and Trey, I like them as well. Maybe Trey's my third, fourth is Zach. But I still love the group. But, just being real, those are my favorite too. Let's talk about it. But, again, they do claim it's travel issues. I don't know. It ain't talking about no visa. We're not talking about that with Leon Slater anymore. But we are talking about travel issues. But some people are saying that he deleted everything. I hope the inspiration goes to WWE, the inspiration to True Tag Team. Exactly. And hey, Chris, how are you? How are you? And Frank, by the way, how are you? I hope your Sundays are going well. I don't even think I asked that. I'm very rude. I'm sorry. Okay. The inspiration, Chelsea Green all the way. Trey Miguel. Yes, a lot of people do say that with Trey Miguel looking like Ricochet. Ricochet is trash and shit and garbage. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess you keeping it real. You don't like him as national champion. Oh, okay, I remember now. You don't like AEW. I forgot. I'm like, oh my god, you don't like that. I forgot you don't even like AEW. You're disappointed with how they're being booked. Because, no, you do like AEW, you just don't like the product currently. You're just disappointed with the product. I remember that, Chris. Trey, I'll take Chelsea Green over Mercedes Moné. Chelsea Green is better than Mercedes. Oh, that's my favorite female wrestler, Mercedes. Oh, okay. So, yeah, someone someone that hates AEW, but... Okay, so TK will have them in mid-card. It is okay. No, so I don't know. So let's be real. Who would get pushed the most, Frank, out of them three? No, out of the four, do you think it would be Desmond? Do you think it would be Zachary, Myron, or Trey? I feel like Trey could be a good mid-card champion as well. Maybe TNT. Again, they're signing a lot of talent. I mean, I'm still excited for Josh Alexander. I'm still excited for Mike Speedball. I'm still excited for, what's his name? Ace Austin. So a lot of TNA people are coming, I noticed. But speaking of a lot of signings, there is talks that this time Tony Khan is maybe close to a Ring of Honor TV deal. Yes, that's why he's signing all these people, because there may be a TV deal announced sooner than later. Just chatter, nothing confirmed, but they are stating maybe that's why he's hiring all these people, because he's trying to launch a new Ring of Honor with fresh people. The inspiration shows agree make a good choice. The inspiration, you know who also would be part of it, but I don't even think she wrestles anymore. Emma Tennille, isn't she also their friend? Tennille Dashwood, isn't that her name? No, I'm serious. They say that allegedly they're going to get Ring of Honor is going to get some kind of TV deal or maybe a streaming deal. Boo. Yes, honey. They are talking about that, about Ring of Honor. I could see them being on Discovery or Pop TV. Is that still a channel, Pop TV? And by the way, please like and follow. It helps. I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. I don't say that enough, but I will start. But yes, Ring of Honor TV deal, boo. They're talking about that. Chris Jericho, I thought he was supposed to be the vocal point of Ring of Honor the first time around when they wanted to give them a TV deal. Remember when he was the champion? But yes, they still want that to happen. I'll watch it if it was on streaming. Again, I canceled my membership. I was watching for Sammy Guevara and Red Velvet. I was paying that. What was it? $6? I don't remember, but or $9.99. I just did not like when the stream crashed. Tony Khan promised everyone who was an Honor Club member a month, and 2 days before it was supposed to renew, I ain't see no credit. So I'm like, oh hell no, y'all lied to me, so I canceled. Don't promise me a good time, a free month, and then 2 days before y'all still want me to pay. I canceled that. But let's see. It was okay. I mean, you can go, let's be honest, there's websites you can go on to watch Ring of Honor. I mean, it won't be 1080. I mean, there's websites I found. We like to be real here. So, yes, there are websites clearly where you can watch pay-per-views, where you can watch Ring of Honor, SmackDown, Raw. We do know those websites, and I'm not going to say them out loud. But, yes, Ring of Honor is one of those shows that's on the website. So maybe here and there I will put it on and put it on my HDMI and put it on the big screen. Sometimes I do that. You know, if I'm in the mood for Ring of Honor, I will go on the website and maybe put it on the big screen. But yes, with the Ring of Honor Club, I don't know, it crashed. I was promised a free month. They never did it. So if these websites offer it, maybe I'll watch it here and there. Jay Lethal, it's kind of sad what happened to him. Let's be real, he was a Ring of Honor legend. I feel like if you thought about that brand, Ring of Honor, Jay Lethal is one of those people that you will think of. Not just Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal. So the way that he's just getting job after job after job, and he is a pioneer of that brand. A little sad to see. A little sad. Hey, I don't just talk about WWE in a bad way. Hey, I'm talking about Ring of Honor too in AEW. It's a little sad. Hey, Spetty. We're talking about right now Ring of Honor allegedly maybe getting a TV deal. Allegedly, that is why they are signing a lot of people like the Rascalz and many more. We did have Ace Austin, Josh Alexander, and many more that just came from TNA. Okay, and allegedly creative is going to change sooner than later in TNA Impact. That is something else I wanted to say. A lot of people got some backlash with the AMC debut. So creative is being thought of. Don't know if firing's being involved, but we do know Tommy Dreamer is one of those that is part of creative. You have to remember, Miss Gail Kim, she got the boot. Remember, she got the axe, and allegedly didn't she get fired? So a lot of changes happened. Scott D'Amore, too, got released from his TNA contract. So, okay. Let's talk about something else. Hold on, let's see this. Hot Rose, Ring of Honor. Oh no, I'm not saying he was. I mean, yeah, he's a legend too. But I also think Jay Letho's somebody. If you think about Ring of Honor, you think about Jay Letho. So it's very disappointing to see a legend of that brand just be treated like this on Ring of Honor. Sometimes I don't even want him to show up. But AEW. Don't know. I mean, they are building to better, they're claiming. They're hiring more people. I don't know if hiring more people will fix this shit. I feel like more of the storyline will help. I mean, Anthony Bowens, how many times are we going to kind of push him, but then he doesn't really make it? I mean, you know, my gay self be cheering for him sometimes, but I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. He ain't going to make it. So I guess we have to continue to wait. But let's talk about some other news. Again, Cody Rhodes did declare himself to be part of the Royal Rumble. Again, what guest appearance / legends do you think are going to show up in Saudi? I mean, even when I look at wrestling news, the only shit you see is Eric Bischoff talking about them on TNA. Powerhouse Hobbs did officially leave AEW. They have removed him from the website after that trios match where he did lose the championship and he did get pinned. He got pinned by Kevin Knight with a schoolboy almost, victory roll-up schoolboy. One of those quick pins. I don't know, you know, where you grab those two legs and then do the pin. So yes, kind of like a schoolboy. Kind of like the power bomb pin, you know, when you get power bombed and then you hold their legs. Yes, that's how he lost the titles. Again, the trios titles, I don't know. Is it relevant? We could say maybe, but okay, let's see some more wrestling news. Oh, I guess we have, Elena Black, formerly known as Miss Cora Jade. She's now a TNA knockout. And we did have Miss Sonya Deville. She looked fabulous. Daria, she's part of TNA as well. Let me put them on the big screen. Elena Black. What's her name? I like her. A lot of people are talking about her because she did OnlyFans. You know, get your money. I really don't care. I mean, she did get fired from her job, WWE. I mean, shame on her for taking a break, right? Shame on her for taking a break after getting fired from WWE. But, hey, it hasn't even been a year and she's already in TNA. She got fired May 2025. It's January 2026. So again, yes, she did take a small break from wrestling. So I don't know why people are just making a big deal out of it to me that she did OnlyFans. I mean, again, on this page, we keep it real. So I do not like to ignore topics, but we do know that they mentioned that with her. So I am just putting it on the forefront. Again, she got fired from her dream job, so again, she's making money, so I really don't see the big deal. Mandy Rose, I can see maybe if people talk about her, because she's been doing that shit for maybe 4 years or 3 years at this point. When did she get released from WWE? It's been at least 2 years she's been doing this. So, I mean, I guess she's making her money, but I guess some wrestling fans can argue that she really didn't like wrestling since that's not her main focus. But again, Cora Jade, who just got released in May of last year and is already in TNA of 2026. Yeah, that's someone that took a break. Okay, Mandy Rose was released in December 2022. I mean, again, it's 2026. So, again, she's someone that really isn't focused on wrestling. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry because let me look at the comments because I'm sorry. When I look for a picture, sometimes it's a different screen. I'm trying to get a recent photo of these two ladies so you guys can see how fabulous they looked. Because I said, okay, that it was given. I like that. That was the only thing that I liked kind of with the debut that kind of made me jump. Because I felt bad for her, to be real. And these were always the underdogs of the groups. And let's be real. Part of Toxic Attraction, no, not Toxic Attraction, that was Mandy Rose's other group. Not PCB. Oh, am I getting that old? Oh. What was that group? But Paige. Absolution. With Absolution, it was always about Paige and Mandy Rose, and then Sonya was the afterthought. Mandy Rose was a pretty blonde, so I'm glad to see that Sonya got her groove with this manager role. And then Cora Jade, she was always the afterthought with Roxanne. They were always compared, them two. But let's put them on the big screen. I finally have the photos, so let's put them on the big screen, and then I'll look at the comments real fast. But I do want to put them on the big screen. I mean, look at them. They look great. I feel like they look great. Like that. Look at her hair. Like, look at her hair on the left. Fabulous, love it. Like the outfit she's wearing, Daria, aka Sonya Deville, and then the right. I mean, look at her, the sparkles, the purple hair, the confidence, the fishnets. I like it. She was my NXT North American champion in WWE 2K25, Cora. Alright, so I'm catching up on the comments. Alright, Io Sky is sensational to watch. Yeah, I wish she would get more character development, but she's cute. I like her. She'll always be Cora Jade to me. Io Sky was Hornsey and Ucha. Oh, so she's been working for years. Yeah, I like Cora Jade. I like her. I feel like she's spunky. She's not the best wrestler, but she's not the worst. I mean, there was worse, but again, I felt for her. She got fired, and then her idol AJ Lee joined WWE like 3 months after she got let go. I mean, like, how ironic. Like, damn, I just missed my idol, and my best friend Roxanne gets to stay with her. I said that earlier, Chris. I don't know if you were here. Yes, I agree that we're going to try to get her name right and try to support our girl. Elena will be the next knockout champion. I mean, she does have a cute story because Elena is a huge wrestling fan because they show the pictures of her with Madison Rayne when she was a young child. Elena taking a picture, Cora Jade taking a picture with Madison Rayne when she was a little girl, and Madison Rayne was the knockout champion. So it is a full circle moment. I'm sure she's happy to be in TNA, but we all know WWE was her big dream, but TNA was also something she watched as well. Kind of like me. I watched WWE as a kid. I discovered it when I was 7. Discovered TNA when I was 9. So again, I watched both products. So I'm sure she's happy. Hope she can be TNA Knockouts champion. And what I was saying, yeah, I did mention earlier about Tessa Blanchard. I think they're trying to do a soft reintroduction with Miss Tessa Blanchard, because I did say that myself earlier before you showed up. I said, what's going on with Tessa Blanchard? I mean, she's not really getting pushed that much that I thought. So I feel like they're trying to do a soft reintroduction with her, basically. They're putting her in these tag team matches. They're not giving her a knockout championship matches. That's what I said earlier today. Why isn't she getting these knockout championships? But again, maybe due to the allegations that she had on her, they're trying to slowly introduce her to the TNA crowd again. Not overpush her. But again, we'll see. But thank you for bringing her up, though. I do appreciate that, because I do like her work. So I'm Tessa. Mike Santana is Ultimate TNA. Yes, I feel like I'm happy that he won it. But how long is he going to stay champion? How long will he stay champion this time? I hope it's longer. A long reign. The first reign was cute, but it didn't last long. But yeah, we shall see. CM Punk, so we got a CM Punk fan. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so you told Cora J you you want her to win the title. That's cute. Yeah, again, she was my NXT North American champion. I always want her to be the North American champion. I felt like she would have made that mid card title mean something. Not that I didn't see her becoming the NXT champion, but I thought it was more realistic with the way they were pushing Roxanne, that, you know, maybe she can get a lengthy mid-card title reign, maybe even become the longest reigning NXT North American champion, and that could be her bragging right. Like, okay, I'm the longest reigning NXT North American champion. You know, that would always be an accolade she would have for a minute going on the main roster. But I did like that double DDT, you know, that little double DDT. I think that's cute. Wasn't that Mick Foley's finisher for a while? Kind of reminds me of Dina Ambrose as well. I do like that DDT style. Again, with her and Roxanne, it was always destined that one of them was going to be the main star out of the two. I do know maybe they tagged and they were best friends in real life. They still are. But I'm just saying, Roxanne clearly was getting the NXT Women's Championship. She was kind of in the background. So again, NXT North American Championship reign would have done her a lot. Probably she would still be part of the company if they would have gave her that championship reign. She could have made it mean something. I felt like she would have made the belt seem a little bit more important than the country girl Fallon. Miss Fallon Henley, isn't that her name? I mean, I do know that Mickie James was a huge inspiration to Fallon, and she has made it known, and I feel like Fallon and her even interacted before on TV. But again, Cora Jade had a little bit more mystique to her. Okay. So, let's see some other wrestling news. She did allegedly sign a 1-year deal with TNA, Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade. We did have Santos Escobar did return last night in the AAA. Sadly, people have said he's been there before, but with me, I sadly knew that was the route they were going to go with him. They were going to make him just go back, or just that was going to be his storyline again. I guess he's being used, but still. I guess that's all they had for him. They didn't really have anything for him on the main roster. So I guess since he's Hispanic, they just assumed, I guess he fits best in AAA, I guess, due to his heritage. I don't know. Again, or why else is that the only reason? I mean, why is he there? So again, why is he not on SmackDown or Raw? Again, they don't really have no real plans for him. But while we have you sign, how about you help us on AAA? So here we go. Here he is in AAA. New look. This is him. Don't know. What do we think about this? Again, I expected a little bit more. Just being real. So, expected a little bit more. But, hey, it is what it is. You know, this is his big return. After being gone and and not signing and re-signing, he is now in AAA. But let's do this. Give me 1 second. What do we think about his hair? What do we think about the eyeliner? I don't know. What you mean? You saw him kissing someone in AEW? I didn't see that episode. Okay, yeah, I don't remember that episode. But, okay, so... Sorry, I don't remember that. But he was in Triple A's. Was it pay-per-view or just a regular episode? But he was at the Triple A event. So, we shall see what they do with him. Alright, so I'm just trying to look at some other wrestling stories while I look. Again, WWE is going to be in Europe tomorrow for Raw, I think. So yeah, I do feel like WWE will be on Raw again in England for Raw. So again, it will be spoilers. Awful Wrestling? Oh, okay, I'm not familiar. Is it a former wrestler that is the host of the podcast? Who is who, Frank? Kenny Omega or the person that he was kissing? Or are you talking about Santos with the new look? Okay. I get it now, Chris. Thank you. You're saying it was on his page where you saw that. Okay, thank you for the clarity. Oh, okay. Let's look that up. Thank you. You know, sometimes you guys bring up your own topics. I will look that up. We can look at the WWE and ESPN deal. I do recall hearing some things about it, but let's see. The last thing we heard, I guess this was over a week ago, that they're facing a lawsuit. In September 2025, WWE, this is from the takedown, SI.com. In September of 2025, WWE kicked off their PLE streaming deal with ESPN on a new special event called Rascalz. The show was sold as a new addition to the upper tier of WWE events and featured top stars like John Cena. Okay, we already know because we watched it. Okay, so let's get on to the nitty gritty. I hate when they do this shit. Let's get on to the nitty gritty. Okay. The specific point of connection in the suit is a press release issued. Okay, so this is where I get it. There was a press release issued in early August of last year that confirmed the new product's feature would be available to customers who already have ESPN content through a direct purchase or television package. Currently, WWE is the only listed defendant in the lawsuit. ESPN is obviously close to this situation, but it's not currently involved in the suit directly. I guess this is a fan that felt like, well, multiple fans. It seems like maybe a class loss action being done against, I guess, WWE only. Why isn't ESPN involved in this? I guess, well, since WWE is the one that said this. At this time of the report, WWE has not formally responded to the suit or allegations. The WWE and ESPN streaming deal is only for customers inside the United States. That's good key wording. I guess maybe they will bring that up in the lawsuits. But again, I don't think other countries have ESPN. I may be uneducated. I don't watch ESPN. WWE PLEs air on Netflix internationally. The next WWE schedule for ESPN is the Royal Rumble at the end of this month. Okay, so yes, allegedly they are going through a lawsuit where some consumers feeling like they're being lied. Allegedly, ESPN is a little upset. They thought they were going to get a little bit more money or a little bit more subscribers, which equals money. Let me read that. I speak the truth like Alex Jones and Joe Pags of wrestling opinions. I'm glad I got my girl back. Oh yeah, she did return. Jada Parker. What do we think about her? Is she gonna get a push? I mean, she's been there for a minute now. Is she gonna be the new Miss Aaliyah? Remember Aaliyah? She was part of NXT for a while, and then she finally made it to the main roster and got the tag team gold, and then we haven't seen her since. I think she was let go. I don't know if she's gonna get pushed. I mean, she is a good person to push. She does have the package. She has the strength, but I don't know if they would push her with all these new talent coming. I mean, Blake Monroe is being pushed really hard. I thought she was going to be main roster Bond, but clearly she's not. She's still in NXT. We thought with the whole scandal with her title that she wasn't going to stay in NXT, that she was just going to go to the main roster after that whole ordeal. But as we see, she's still part of NXT, so I feel like she may be the next NXT champion. Jada Parker, I mean, she has the wrestling skills, she has the confidence. I don't know, maybe they will change her look soon. I'm hoping for her to get pushed. I don't think they can get rid of it. Isn't it a deal? I don't think they can get rid of it. I mean, I guess they can break out the contract, WWE, if they want to with ESPN. I do know it was a money grab. Yes, it was a money grab. So clearly they wanted to get money. So that is what the end game was. I don't know what they have gained so far with the money wise. I don't know if they reached their goal, but still, they signed the dotted lines. They have the deal. I think they were given millions for this. I mean, in return, they're supposed to get a lot of subscribers so ESPN can get their money back for what they gave WWE. That's why I said I don't know if they can really turn back on it since ESPN already paid them their money. And they really want it back now by getting subscribers. Yeah, I don't know if they'll give them their money back because again, the deal is, we're going to give you this big outright sum of money, which was what, $8 million. Let's see, how much did WWE get? WWE's deal with ESPN is a 5-year agreement worth over $1.6 billion, averaging $325 million annually. So if ESPN gave them $1.6 billion, or it gave them maybe 1 year's worth of the deal, $325 million, and said, okay, here it is, let's start the deal, here's your $325 million, sign the dotted line, and over time they keep making their money. WWE, I mean, again, $325 million just for 1 year is a lie. And if ESPN paid them upright for them to sign that dotted line, yeah, WWE needs to get some subscribers. I don't think they will though, because I'm not paying. No. How much do I got to pay again? ESPN deal WWE costs. If it's over $30, I'm not paying. $29.99. I ain't paying that shit. That's gas for a week. No thanks. But let's talk other wrestling news. I ain't paying that. So it's just making me upset thinking about that right now because, again, Peacock was okay. The WWE Network was the best. But, again, they didn't like that. It was everything on one app. I don't see why they didn't do that, but it is now a corporation, WWE. So, let's see. This is who I want to look up. The next champion will be Sami Zayn, allegedly. That is the talks and the rumbles of what is going to happen in 2026. The big major thing will be Sami Zayn winning the big one. Yes. Let me get the date or when they are thinking. They do say this. Where's a photo of him? Why is it hard to find a good photo of him? Of Sami Zayn. I mean, Peacock was decent. I don't even watch Peacock no more, and I still pay for it. I think with Peacock, it was still a good platform. It wasn't too much. It was kind of good to navigate. I don't feel like I got confused navigating it. I mean, they did have their own section. Didn't Peacock give them their own section? I mean, I felt like it worked. I mean, the WWE Network was still my favorite out of them all. But Peacock was decent too. I mean, I didn't mind Peacock because they kind of organized everything. WWE had their own section. I didn't even know, Candice LeRae, I don't know. I don't know if they don't see anything in her. I don't know if she's only holding on to her job due to her being married to Johnny Gargano. I don't know what they have planned for her. They clearly don't have anything planned for her. She has been on the sidelines for a while now. What you call it? She was wrestling her ass off before WWE, so that is not the problem that she can't wrestle. That is not the problem. The problem is she's not getting used. I did like the purple hair. I thought that was something cute. Oh, I haven't ate yet. Sorry, my stomach, honey. But no, again, I think what are they punishing her for? I mean, she did have her big moment with the ladder. I will say that was a cute moment for her. I did like when they were turning heel, when she turned heel and Indy Hartwell was kind of turning heel with her. That was cute. You know, and Candice LeRae was being that dominant heel, the little bitchy girl. That was really cute. I did like that. Oh, I have not ate yet. I'm sorry, that is my stomach because I haven't ate yet. Been on the go. But, Candice LeRae, I mean, I don't think she'll, I mean, maybe she will have to resign if her boo wants her to resign. I mean, they may be a package deal like, Karrion Cross and Scarlett. Again, what's going on with them? Let's not forget about them too. Why aren't they signed anywhere to a TNA or AEW or WWE? Didn't call them back. I thought they were in discussions. That is what we were told, allegedly. Again, that's what we were told, allegedly, that they were in discussions. But Karrion Cross, I don't know where he would even go at this point. I mean, he could probably go to TNA. Wasn't he already there before? I would. I mean, it's clear as day that Zelina and her husband are what they were supposed to be. I mean, isn't it clear? To me, it's clear. So no, I would if I was them. It's clear as day that that's what Selena Vega and her husband are supposed to be. I mean, it's very clear. Selena Vega. I know we don't really talk much about her. She was someone that I had a lot of hope for. Again, she's small. I do like the Nicki Minaj stupid hoe. Theme song. A lot of people do not get that yet, but it's clearly you a stupid hoe, you a stupid hoe. Same beat, same boom, 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 boom. Huge Nicki Minaj fan, so I did love that her theme song. But again, I don't know what's going to happen with her. Her and her husband, I expected a little bit more from him too, Mr. Aleister Black. Just being real. So yeah, Karrion Cross and Scarlett would kill this shit, what they're doing, but hey, it is what it is. Don't mean to be negative, and I know I can be negative sometimes, but I'm just being real. I don't know what's going on with them, why they're not being signed yet. Again, allegedly, they were in cahoots and still talking, but again, it's been how long now? At least 4 months. Again, also with Zelina Vega, I guess when she lost her title, they really didn't have any plans for her either. So again, it's a little disappointing. But what I do want to say about this week it's going to be a new week, so maybe we will have some new things to happen. I mean, we did have a lot of signings with AEW, TNA, The Righteousness. Again, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, The Righteousness. They signed to TNA as well. So again, a lot of signings. But I think soon I may get off. Was also looking up some things on the phone, a little bit better than just being on my computer. But let's see. Let me do one more thing then. Let me look here. It's better. Let's look up some MLW news real fast. MLW. Okay, so I don't know who this is, so I'm just not going to be fake with y'all, but I don't know who this is. But they did want to point this out. Okay, Anthony Green returns to MLW at Battle Riot. I don't know who that is, Anthony Green. But let's put this up. Do want to talk about other promotions, not just AEW and TNA and WWE. So let's put this up. Again, please like and subscribe. I post at least 3 times a week wrestling news. But again, I guess he re-signed or he signed to MLW. Don't know really who he is to really comment about him. But this is Anthony Green. So yes, this is Anthony Green. But yes, they are alluding that he will not get one of those call-ups where he's going to NXT first and then to the main roster. Allegedly, he will go straight to the main roster. So we shall see if it is SmackDown. I do feel like they keep talking about him and Ricky being best friends and being reunited. A lot of people said that Cody Rhodes and Ricky are good friends. And remember, they saw him at the Royal Rumble with him before he got signed. But again, Cody Rhodes is clearly not helping Ricky Saints because he's not, I mean, I guess he's getting a push, but he's not on the main roster yet, so still. I feel like Carmelo Hayes is kind of being outshined by Trick Williams, and Trick Williams will be the one that takes that title. But I will say this about Carmelo Hayes. His U.S. Championship match was cool and great, but Trick Williams is getting that huge pop, that huge whoop, that trick, the huge reactions. And I know I'm not comparing. I don't like to do that, but since everyone is already doing that and they were a team, yes. Trick Williams has arrived and he's a huge star on that SmackDown scene. So congratulations to Trick. They did say rumbles that Cody Rhodes could be heel, and it would make a little sense with the Street Fighter gimmick that he's about to be doing. Don't know if the Street Fighter person that he's playing is a heel, or a bad guy, I would say, but still, it would make sense with the way that Street Fighter is also coming out. I always thought his character was bad on the video game, the one that he's portraying. I'm going to be surprised if they kind of correlate the two to bring some quick views to their YouTube account. You know, the Cody Rhodes and the Street Fighter, and referencing them just for some quick views. But again, I feel like Cody Rhodes, if he is going to promote that movie, he may have to change his looks into the character, which again, that character I feel like has a heelish look. So that would make sense if he went heel right as he's promoting that movie, as well as that bad character who has a heel look to him. Exactly. A lot of people are saying that is going to be the match. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. I do see it happening, and people do say that will be the match. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. But I'm about to go to a restaurant, probably. I was going to say to bed and probably take a nap, but you know what? It's already 5 o'clock. But I am about to go finally eat for the day. But we did talk a little bit for an hour and 15 minutes. But wrestling gossip, a lot of signings. I guess we will see Lio Rush and his team versus the Rascalz. That's already something that AEW Collision is pushing. But we shall see what wrestling brings this week. I mean, with all the signings and things of that nature, it is exciting to see. I will say real fast, Chris Bray did mention he does wonder where he would be if he didn't get injured. That was a post that he posted, and some people were giving him sympathy about that. Again, a sad situation, what happened to him. I will say that again. I'm just bringing that up just to show how a lot of things are changing in the wrestling scene, because he even said with everyone being signed or going to different companies, he wondered where he would be in the whole ordeal. But again, very sad situation. We shall see what Raw, SmackDown, AEW, MLW, and NWA, they all bring us in your local indie wrestling event, what they bring us this week coming up. But I will be live next week at least twice. It is MLK Day. I am off Monday, so I probably will film a video and it will probably be released during the day instead of at night after work. But maybe sometimes I'll schedule videos to go the next day instead of the actual day. But hey, I try to post wrestling news, so I don't want to post anything a day later when it actually happened. But MLK Day, I hope you guys enjoy your extra day off if you have that. I will watch a documentary at least, or maybe something, an hour special of Martin Luther King to honor him. Just to honor him, have that day off, watch at least an hour or 45 minutes at least, give him. But it was cool talking to you, Anthony, Frank, Chris, and others that came in. Watch. Those that just watch it and comment, please at least like and follow. But a short work week for me. Hopefully it is for you as well. A new week coming up. Wrestling has another week to redeem themselves and make some headlines. And we also will have TNA. This will be their second week on AMC. Let's see if they change a lot of things after the criticism. But again, I'm on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok, Marquelworld. I also post on TikTok 3 times a week, wrestling gossip videos, and Pro Wrestling T, TEA, a wrestling group I have on Facebook. I post wrestling news, and you guys can post too. But I am done. Oh, it was nice talking to you too, Spetty. But I am done for the day. I am logging off. It was a pleasure, and I will see you guys on the next video, YouTube. This is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news.